to welcome to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Jay-Z.
We were told that hip hop was a fad. And much like punk rock, it gave us this anti-culture, this sub-genre, and there were heroes in it. When I was thinking of what I was gonna say tonight, these heroes just kept coming to my mind. And I would watch these guys and, you know, they have big rope chains and leather and sometimes even the red, black, and green medallions, and whatever they wore, everybody would wear the next day. And I was like, that's what I wanna do. I wanna be like those guys.
So today we have something very special to unbox and show you all today. This is from one of the most wealthy and popular rappers of the time who happens to have a huge love for jewelry and watches. Over the years, the guy we're talking about today, his style has changed, things have shifted as hip-hop jewelry trends as a whole have kind of evolved. As people who are leading the way in these packs have taken their own route and experimented with new styles and ideas that really, they feel like represent them the most. What makes a guy like Jay-Z interesting, and yes, that's the guy who we're talking about today. You clicked on the title and thumbnail. I don't know why I was trying to hold off the information for you just to give some like big reveal. It's not like you didn't know who it was already. But what makes a guy like Jay-Z interesting is, well, hold on. Let me pull out something that's gonna help me explain this point. The entire history of hip-hop rapper jewelry. Anyone surprised that I have this baby? No? Okay, cool. This is big, right? So this is like all a hip-hop jewelry history. So this goes through a lot of it. This goes from like 1980s up to present day. Jewelry is very prevalent in the hip hop world. I happen to really like both of those worlds. Probably some of the jewelry is probably what got me into certain hip hop things to begin with. Put it all in a book and I'm down, dude. This thing's thicker than BBL Drizzy. You kidding me? This guy's chock full of great ice. We'll get to it later because this guy's in here. So you'll be flipping through this large hip hop book and he's seen a lot in it, right? And that just goes to his style, his influence, how long he's been influencing the scene, really. He's seen many different times in many different periods, eras, and styles. So you skim through it and you're like, oh, there's Jay-Z, there's more Jay-Z. Oh, look, he's coming back again. But yeah, shout out Sean for the book as well. Doing jewelry and everything with Sean has been great. You know, we both love this type of stuff. Also, shout out Sean for finding this pendant for me. Without Sean, I wouldn't have been able to acquire this pendant. He's the one that's got a lot of the connections in the industry. He was like, oh, this guy popped up. How about we snag this one for a video? And I said, all right, bet, my boy. We snagged it and it's time for video time. So I'm here to show you today a piece that he commissioned relatively early on in his career. This is his Paper Planes logo. Paper Planes was a brand that he started, I believe, in about 2008. Streetwear fashion brand, if you will. He made a lot of hats and that's where it really got popular. But his hats had this logo on it. This was the original logo. The original logo is an American flag that is folded into a plane. The black and white stars at the tip of the plane are done in black and white enameling. There's some enameling going through the piece as well. And this is done in black and white diamonds. So just white diamonds and black diamonds alternating in this stripe pattern. This one is made in rose gold. This is on a ball chain. The pendant is the one that he commissioned back in the day, and this is just sitting on a different chain. He wears a lot of really elongated or really like 30-inch chains and I just don't wear 30 inchers. That's just not me. I don't have them sag like that. But I think this is a good length for me, you know? And I kind of have to stand back a little bit on the camera so you could see it because it's almost a little too low. If I wanted to really like talk to you like this, I'd need to yoink this bitch up like that to be able to see it. But no, it's this is a good inch. This is 24 inches, and then the pendant obviously sags it down a little bit. I really like it. I was a little bit nervous when I was first unboxing it. What you'll see, just the whole thing itself was gonna be a little bit small. Car got messed up a little bit. That's why we're out right now, but we're gonna take a look at a new pendant. We're unboxing it and looking at it for the first time. My only concern thinking of this before I open this is I hope it's not too small. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, here it is. But it's like, okay, so it's a decent size. Such a small little lobster clasp. I'm glad that it came, and I do think it looks really cool. I think it's nice, and you can definitely see it on there. I was almost afraid that it was gonna be small enough where you like couldn't see it too much if you were wearing it. The neck presence wouldn't really be there. We'll cut back to a more in-depth, thought-provoking review right now. Paper Planes was pretty much his clothing brand under his record label Roc Nation at the time. And how do I know that it was under his record label Roc Nation? Well, because the piece is actually featured in my hip hop jewelry history book. In the description of it, it says Paper Planes Roc Nation, which is actually super sick. So this is the, oh my god, I need to show these things better. I showed the Migos Platinum plaque the same way where I just hid behind it. Oh my god, f me. So this is the piece. Oh my god, this is the worst way of showing this off. So this is the pendant right here. This is the Paper Planes Roc Nation piece. We're bringing out the whole ocean with this one with the DJ Khaled We The Best piece. Another super funny celebrity that has a pretty kick-ass jewelry collection as well. He's got some fire stuff. Just such a jovial man. I love his like one-liners. Just everything's a one-liner, and he's actually pretty funny. It looks huge, by the way. It looks really big there, which, you know, it's just about that size, just about. This one might be slightly smaller, but it is just about that size because even if you see the micro Cuban that it's on a little baby micro Cuban, and yeah, it's not that big. Even the We The Best piece is not super huge. So having that logo now, he commissioned a bunch of pendants to be made for him and his crew, maybe his business partners, friends of whatnot. He's seen in some pictures and stuff, and in my book, wearing it and having it about to be able to rep his new clothing brand and his new label and stuff. Usually how a lot of the stuff goes is they'll have the CAD work and everything done, they'll have the piece ready to go, and they kind of make staggering sizes. You know, they'll make some really big ones, they'll make some medium-sized ones, they'll make some small ones, and somehow along the way this fits in one of those categories. I think I've seen him wear some bigger ones, so I know he's got multiple of them commissioned at different parts for different sizes and stuff, maybe for different people. But yeah, he bought and commissioned, you know, a handful of these for him and his partners and whatever. Through the pipeline, it's ended up here, and now we've got it. Super cool piece with like a little fun backstory to it. I think it's got a pretty cool story from it. It really signifies a time that Jay-Z was trying to dip his toes into many different waters from some of his original stuff that got him success with the rapping and the music and everything that he did. He's kind of dipping his toes into style, different brands that really heightened his success. It's cool to kind of see one of the first starting points of that. A little part of my own rapper jewelry history that you can wear on the neck, if you will.
And I recorded a demo, and I went to every single record company, and you know what they say, right? That shit is trash. But the audacity of hip hop, we didn't believe them. I, for not 1 second, got depressed. For 1 second, I didn't change my course. It was like, we're gonna create our own company, you know? That's hip hop.
I'll even give you this too. So in Jay-Z's first label, which was Roc Nation, even if you look up on the internet, Jay-Z signs Rihanna for the first time or something, I think when she was super young, and you look that up, one of the first articles, the picture that they give for the like front center picture, he's actually wearing one of these pendants, which is super cool. You know, if you want to collide of both of those, the Roc Nation label and the Paper Planes pieces, he's wearing the Paper Planes pieces while he's talking about signing Rihanna to his first initial Roc Nation label, which is super sick. It's all intertwined because they're all his stuff and they all get commissioned and bought from, like, you know, same entities pretty much. It's a pretty sick piece. I'm excited about it. I think it goes well with the stuff. Look at this, Paper Planes, Roc Nation, East Coast drip with the Yankees. It says Paper Planes Roc Nation piece. It's the closest thing right now that I've seen pop up. I guess that's not really true because the Rockefeller piece, there was a Rockefeller piece that popped up in one of our group chat things for jewelers and such. I absolutely missed that by like a day or two. And we could have snagged that one up. So my apologies, but really, I mean, I'm the most disappointed there.